Hi, this is Matt with LSAT Cracked. This is the second of our two lessons on principal questions. In the first one, we covered how to strengthen an argument that's currently lacking a principle, it's currently lacking an arrow statement, by adding the arrow statement that will strengthen the argument's conclusion. Here we are doing the complete inverse. We are starting with the arrow statement. They're actually going to give us the principle, but there's not going to be any argument. You're literally just going to read an if-then statement, maybe two of them if they want to make it a hard problem, but they're going to give you an arrow statement. Then you are going to be asked, okay, which one of the following five answer choices best embodies or best applies this principle? So we call it a principle application question, in contrast to the previous lesson, which was a principle strengthen question. Think of this one like a must be true or a most strongly supported. You know your principle is true. You know your if-then statement is true. So if that's true, which one of the following five answer choices correctly applies it and reaches a valid conclusion? Okay, so there's only one thing you need to keep in mind. You diagram your principle. Hopefully that's obvious. You get the if-then statement down on your paper. Maybe it says something like, one's action is morally good only if it was done with the intention to benefit another. The most important thing is that morally good just got placed in the sufficient condition, because only if introduced the necessary condition was intent to benefit another. So something like MG arrow IBO, intent to benefit, IBA, intent to benefit another, okay? The key is morally good is in the sufficient condition, so you can never conclude morally good. Why do I emphasize this? Well, it's the most important concept on the LSAT, and in this context, it means you can quickly skim through all of the answer choices. Any answer choice that attempts to conclude the sufficient condition, morally good, is immediately wrong. No brain work. You don't need to think at all. It's automatically wrong. So let's make sure in the beginning we also take the contrapositive. If you didn't perform the action with an intent to benefit another, if not IBA, arrow, not morally good, not MG. So see, the only thing we're going to be able to conclude here is that an action was not morally good. Those are the answer choices that you want to dig deeply into and see if they correctly applied the arrow statement, because at least they're reaching a conclusion that is a possible fit for the answer choice. All of the ones that said morally good, instantly wrong. Of the remaining ones, go ahead and look for the premises and say, okay, did they establish that this person did not perform the action with the intent to benefit another? Maybe the action was purely self-serving, as an example. Well, that would activate the sufficient condition of your contrapositive, not intent to benefit another. Arrow, now they can conclude not morally good. If you keep that framework in mind, if you demand that you only look for conclusions that have the necessary condition, right? And remember, to take the contrapositive, there are two possible necessary conditions that can work. And you immediately reject all of the answer choices that are attempting to conclude a sufficient condition, you will start crushing principal questions. They are extremely sort of mathematical, black and white, very piece by piece, algorithmic. Once you learn how to do them the correct way, you will always get them correct, and your score on logical reasoning is going to go up as a result. Good luck.